Hello everyone, welcome to my channel ASP.NET Core, and today we are going to discuss about a survey project system. So just add a new project in our solution, and the name of the project, that is the model view controller, that is template ASP.NET Core Web App Templates model view controller, and the select that is survey system. So that is the survey system dot web project. And in the web project, just I'm going to use a framework that is .NET Framework 7.0 standard team supports, and just click on the create button. Okay, so here we have a template is ready, and after that we will go for your model section. So just add a new model section, that is unity file, and that is the survey field .cs. And here we have a survey field .cs. Just I'm going to add survey field like prop integer id, and the survey title, field title, I mean to say that. So here we have string field title. Okay, so that's very cool thing to add it in the survey system. And after that, just I'm going to add in the new system, oops, that is the survey field is not a solution and not is a items. So just copy that, Control C, and just remove the solution items. So just remove this from here, and just I'm going to add a new project, that is models. And here I'm going to add a new class library project. The project name is survey system dot models. Okay, so here we have a that default generated class, that is class 1. So just I'm going to remove this, and here I'm going to add new class, new folder, new empty file, and that is survey field .cs. And just I'm going to add prop integer id, prop string name. Okay, so here we have that is id and the survey name of the survey fields. So just I'm going to add a new another project, and here we have a class library project, and the name is survey system dot uh, repositories. Okay, so here we have a class 1, that is default class. Just I'm going to delete this. Okay, so here we have a survey field and the repositories. Just I'm going to add another class, that is new empty file, application db context.cs. Now add a new identity context file, identity db context, because just I'm going to add a identity in the project. So just here we have identity db context. So just use add manage snippet packages, and just type, here we have identity, and the packages is lots of packages are there, you know that. So Microsoft dot entity frame ASP.NET Core dot identity dot entity framework core is the best package for this. So just use install it. Okay, so here we have. Now the next thing is to add another class, that is application user class. So new empty file in the model section. So here we have application user.cs, and application user class is inherited with the identity user class. Identity user is also existing in Microsoft ASP.NET Core packages. So, okay, now after that, we have to use CTOR, that is the make constructor for the application DB context class. Now just you can use DB context options. So here we have uh, DB context options, and in which you can just pass application DB context class right here. And after that we can use options. Okay, so just use base class and we can just make options. Okay, so everything is fine right here, and you can say that uh, just use application DB context and application user class in your survey project. So here we have the first field, that is survey field. Now just I want to add that survey field in application DB context. So here we have just add public DB set, and just I want to add survey field, and you can say that survey fields, and just get set. And now just I want to add a survey response class right here just after that. Okay, so now just I'm going to add add a identity from in the project. So just add, right click on your project name and just add a new scaffold items. So here we have a new scaffold items right here, and you can say just use identity in the project. Okay, so here we have an identity in the project. So make sure first of all add a repositories project in the web application project. So survey system.web actually take repositories instead of models. So first of all close all these things and just make sure your dependencies have a single project, that is the project reference. So add dependencies, add project reference, and that is repositories. So just add it here, and after that you have to add a new scaffold item, that is identity. Okay, so here we have a override all files and just add new application DB context, but user class is not there, so just add a new, there is, and here we have just add, oops, it's not there, oops, it's not there. Okay, so just close these things, and here you can say that add a new project reference, that is model. Okay, but you can see that a repository also take a model project. So here we have just always models give an error. So just remove this. Okay, so here we have just, you can say that add in new dependencies again. And you notice that you have a identity DB context file. So just wait for some time. The first times that is will not loaded correctly. So in the second time, just add a new scaffold item. Updating dependency information, building projects. Okay, so override all files. Just click on the DB context and just click on it, and you can see that your application user survey system.models is working. Now just add it. Okay, so there was an error running the selected code generator package restore failed. Rolling back packages change for the survey system.web. So packages are not loaded correctly. So you can see that here we have some packages information like entity framework code or SQL Server. You can see that here we have a Microsoft Entity Framework core, .SQL Server, Microsoft.Entity Framework Core .tools, that is latest version. But you notice that there is some document information, and you can see that here we have some packages like Entity Framework Core, that is 7.0.8, but you notice that that is the lower version 7.07. These all are. So just right click on the web project, and you can notice that here we have the latest version, that is 8. Okay, and if you have this package, so now after that you have to save all the changes. The item is saved, and you notice that if your problem is resolved or not, but your dependencies are not resolved correctly. So you have some information related to your Microsoft.SQL Server packages and Micro Entity Framework Core.tools packages, but resolve the code generation as well as your Microsoft ASP.NET Core.identity packages. You notice that. So just remove that package from here, and also remove the package from here. Okay, so everything is fine. Now just after that you have to add again the identity. Identity is right here, and you have to add updating dependency information. And you can see that the scaffolding is working. And now just click on the overload or files and just click on it. And just after that you have to select application user. Again you notice that your packages have some installed, and these all are. There was an error running the selected code generated. Package restore failed, rolling back packages, changes for the service system but web. Again, you have to try it more time. You notice that updating dependencies information, and you got again the same information error message. So installing this package that is not installed correctly, so just remove this, and manually you have to add that packages first. Okay, so remove all these packages and just right click on it and add manage NuGet packages, and also remove the item group from here. Now after that you have to add a new latest version packages. So here we have that package is now, just I'm going to add identity package and SQL Server package, SQL Server package. So the first package is Microsoft Entity Framework Core.SQL Server, and the latest table is that 7.0.8, and just I want to install it. Okay, so everything is fine. Now just save this. Now after that you can see that here we have a program.cs file, and you notice that there is nothing right here. So there is no worry about it. So here we have a package that SQL Server is installed successfully. Now just add a manage NuGet package again, and here we have identity package just I want to use. And you know that identity package is what identity package? So Microsoft.ASP.NET Core.identity.entity framework, just I want to install it, and just I accept it, and that is installed. Now the next package you have to use, that is tools package, and the next package is Microsoft Entity Framework .core.tools package. Save this. Okay, so everything is fine. Now just I want to add the next thing, that is connection string right here. So in the app settings, you will find if you have the identity. So just right click on it and add again, try it, new scaffold items. And here we have an identity packages right there. Installing NuGet packages, there is already installed updating dependencies information, and building project. So here we have a code generation package is newly added. You can see that. Okay, so override all files, and here we have application repositories, but now just I'm going to add a VB context file. Now just I want to use application user survey system.models, and now that add. Okay, so here we have the another things to have to add in the project and generating the code. The next package, that is the identity.ui package, will be added right there. So Microsoft.ASP.NET Core.identity.ui package, and that is the lowered version. You can see that 7.0.7 is running. Okay, so wait for some times. It will generated the identity packages right there. Now you can see that all these things are pretty simple. So after that, you can make some changes in the app settings.json file, like that is your connection string, survey system web, context connection, and your server name is like that, and database is survey system.web. That is fine. There is no issue with this database name. Okay, now the next one is the program.cs file, and you will see that your connection string is right there. So here we have a connection string builder.configuration.get connection string, like that, and just have the builder.services.addDB context. That is the survey system web context. Okay, and here we have application user class. Okay, so now just wait for some time. Now you can see that application user have the error message, so just resolve this problem. And here we have application db context file, like that. Okay, and just I want to remove the section from here. There is no require email generation system, is just I want to add it here. Okay, so everything is fine. Now just go for that much settings. Now after that, save this file, and you will see that your file will be there, like in the view section under the shared folder, and here we have a layout.cshtml file, and just I want to add the partial class, that is login partial, right there. So here we have partial name, that is login partial. Now save this and you will see that output. Now you can see that here we have the registration and the login button is right there. So here we have a registration, create new account, like that. So just I want to add the special new one for the service system, and just I want to add use another service, like that. There is a no issue. Okay, so just I want to use centralized application, like that. Okay, so you can see that here we have a registration form, and just I want to click on the enter email address. Just I want to add it as a user. Okay, so just I want to test user. So test at the rate of email.com, and password is this. Okay, just click on the register button, and you will see that your registration is successful. And after that, if you have any error, just I will resolve it. Okay, so wait for some times and get any related messages, like SQL exception cannot open database and requested by the login failed. So you notice that your database is not there. Okay, so just close this form and close this also bootstrap. Okay, and close all these things and just go for the test tools and just go for package manager console, and you will notice that add dash migration and migration will be called initial migration. You notice that both Entity Framework Core and Entity Framework 6 are installed. The Entity Framework tools are not running. Where we have to install, what is this? Migration for Entity Framework 6 is not actually its right way. And just wait. After that, update database. Oops, building failed. So just I want to resolve these things. So just right click on it and build the solution, and you will got the one failed error. So just I'm going to just check the error messages, and here we have the SQL exception messages, and you will notice that just control dot and resolve the problem by using SQL Server Jet Explorer. Okay, and problem will be resolved just after that. SQL Server builder property and all these are the same problems. Okay, and just now, and you will notice that your problem will be not is not fixed right now, but you have some error messages in the file, and you can see that 2 succeeded and 0 failed. Everything is fine. So just resolve this and save all these things, and after that you have to again just go for update database. Okay, so database is created right now. Now just I'm going to do for the next step, that is just I want to add the migration, and after successful migration you have to go for the registration process. Okay, so here we have a registration process, and just I want to add another test at the rate of gmail.com, test 123 and test 123. Everything is fine, and now just go for the next section, that is to register the registration process. And you will notice that here we have a hello test at the rate of gmail.com is perfectly working. Now just go for to decorate this form, and make just after that logged out, and here we have some description about the survey system. Okay, so just a brief description about the test uh, line of code just I want to display right here, and you make some survey. Okay, so okay, so the welcome to the survey system, and here we have the start survey button like that, and just any survey just I want to start it here without any authenticated person, that is not actually start the survey. Okay, and admin can manage all these surveys. Okay, so here we have a fields, and you know that the survey system.web is not perfectly matched. So just I'm going to add a simple icon right here. So survey, and you can say that PNG image, or you can say that PNG image. Just I want to add it here, and you can see that a survey is like that. Lots of files are there, images, and just I want to use, and it's pretty good. Okay, but it's not actually it's not a perfect one. You know that because it's not a transparent image. Just I want to use transparent image right here, or otherwise you can use it here. Just you can copy image address and just go for the Visual Studio, and just go for your layout.css file right there, and here we have a this things, and just I want to add image right there, image src, and here we have src. Okay, and just I want to use class and image img thumbnail, like that. Save this and you will see the effects, but it's too much like that. So you can use thumbnail type. So width and height is mentioned. Width is like that, 20 pixels, and height is mentioned 30 pixels. Save this. Okay, it's cool, but it's not looking to show. Okay, so I want another one, because just it's not visible right there. Its background is 20 and 30 pixels. It's not in an image. Okay, so that's pretty cool. So copy image address, or another one is also cool, but it's not an image right there. Okay, so just copy image address, and right there, just I want to add, save this, and you will see the output effect. Okay, so make some large, remove the poster from here. Okay, so here we have the last one. That image is not perfectly gone right. So height and width is mentioned. Height is approximately, that is the 50 pixels, and the width is also, that is not a square image. You can see it's not an image square. It's, and width is more, 70 pixels. So save this. Okay, so cool. Now after that, you have to make start survey button, and just after click on it, you will say that you are authenticated person. Okay, so make an area inside your application. Okay, so here we have an area button, and you will see that your here we have an area. So just right click on it and add a new area. The first area is specify that MVC area, and just I want to add a admin. So just define the area, that is admin area. Just click to add. Wait for some times, it's newly added area right there. So also use endpoints in the program.cs file. After that, here we have the endpoints. Just I'm going to use, and you can see that here we have app.use endpoints, and like that, just I want to use app dot like that, control X, and use right there. Just after that, okay, and here we have a endpoints. So just use endpoints dot map controller routes, and after that, we just I want to use pragma warning disable. Okay, so here we have the home, index and action, and area is exist. Then you can say that the controller name is a dashboard, index method and index is there. Okay, so the first one is the home controller will be called. Okay, now here we have an area that is related to the admin, and just I want to add and just delete that model and the data section from here. Now just I'm going to add the another area, edit here, another area, and area name is like that, that is customer, or you can say that users. So just I want to add users, or you can say customer is a fine, so customer area. Okay, so that's fine. Now here we have two area, that is first one is admin, the another one is the customer area. So just I want to remove that part, that is the data and the model from here. Okay, so here we have a admin and the customer area right there. So okay, so see you in the next video of your survey system, and I will help you to design the new survey. Okay, so this is the part 2 of your survey system, and I will design the survey system better. Okay, so thank you guys for watching this video, and keep watching all other videos which is related to ASP.NET Core.